Hey everyone, Combo here, back with another Empires and Puzzles video, and today we are in day 4 of the 4-star Bloody Battle Raid Tournament with all colors. I'm going to feature my 5 raid flags with commentary. Today's first battle is going to be up against a Toon Caedmon tank team. They've also got 2 Gregs on the wings. They've got Toon Khalil and Toon Tiberius as well. So I am definitely going to bring in keep some glass costumes because I want the bleed damage to reflect back. And then I think I might take out Grim since he's a blue, weak against green. Probably bring in another red. Let's edit and bring in actually, you know what? I'm going to bring in Tiberius. I don't have the glass costume. I don't even know if a glass costume is out yet for him. But we are going to put in Tiberius here. That way the counterattack will last longer with him next to Cyprian. And then who did I just take out? I took out Lizu, but I'm not going to put her back in since Greg won't be able to have his mana reduced, and then the Toons have a 75% chance to resist, so we won't put back in Lizu. So I guess I'll just have a couple glass costumes with Gormek and Caedmon, and then I'll put in one of my Colons since they've got a green tank. All right, let's go into battle with this. All right. Decent board to start. Mainly because I got a decent amount of reds. All right. I am going to start off with the 3 reds vertically. That will set off at least 1 cascade with those purples up top. And a nice cascade with the reds, and Caedmon's already dead. Nice, nice. Purple diamond cascade. I will certainly take that. Normally I like to save the diamonds, but it's going to be able to get me Tiberius and Cyprian right away. So let's actually hit the yellow dragon to set off the purple diamond. And it did not set anybody off. Perfect. And let's see if we can kill Khalil before she goes off, because with my luck, she'll hit Caedmon, the only person without counterattack. All right. Now, let's ghost the 3 red tiles up the middle, setting off the cascade of blues and some yellows that I don't need. Let's use Colin on the right side over here. And let's use Gormek on Tiberius. Nice. Let's ghost these 3 green tiles over here. Let's see what kind of damage we can do to Greg. Not quite enough to kill him, but the 1 green tile might, and it was. Nice. All right, let's ghost the 3 reds. Let's... I could match the reds over on the left, but I'm going to try to stay away from Greg. I know the battle's kind of almost over, but let's just do this so I can go some reds next turn, and we got a red diamond we can match. Nice. And this battle should be over. And it is. Awesome. We are 1 for 1 to start off day 4. Next up, we are going to go up against a Glass Lizu tank team. So I'm definitely going to want to bring in my Toons to resist the counterattack. So I'm going to keep in Cyprian and Tiberius. And then let's put in Toon Caedmon. Let's put in Toon Gormek. And then for my other hero, I am gonna bring in... Gonna take out Colin. Let's put back in Grim. But we'll hit this Toon costume. Alright, let's go into battle with this. Alright. I am gonna start off with the 3 blues right at the middle. Nice cascade of purples. Let's match the 3 greens over here. And we're gonna have some more purples. And this actually might kill Lizu right away, and it wasn't enough. Nice. All right, let's match the 3 reds up top horizontally, setting off that cascade of reds directly underneath. I am going to match the greens and blues horizontally over here. Let's ghost the 3 reds. That will also match a yellow diamond that I don't really need. Nice cascading, and we can use Kademon to dispel the counterattack that Cyprian just gave out. Although I don't have the glass costume to bypass the damage, and the dispel happens at the end, which is a little unfortunate. But let's use Kademon on Cyprian. And then I'm going to attack the 2 on the left over here, hoping that Khalil does not evade this. And she did. All right, I think I'm going to tile dump with this yellow diamond. Yeah. Nice cascade with the purples and blues and some more purples. This is probably going to kill Cyprian. I guess it did not actually. All right, let's use Cyprian, and then let's attack the left side over here. I'm hoping they do not evade again. Okay, perfect. Cyprian's dead. Let's match the 3 purples up against Khalil. Nice cascade with the blues, and that was enough to kill her. Nice. All right. Let's attack the right side over here. Kademon's going to go off anyway, so let's just match the blues up against him. I'm going to match the 4 yellows, setting off that cascade of reds. And Kademon is almost dead. And he is dead now. Boral is almost dead. He should be dead with this hit from Kademon right now. Perfect. All right, we are 2 for 2 now. Next up, we've got a Glass Skittle Skull tank team. They've also got Kiril, Toon, Bold Tusk, Glass Grim, and then Regard. I am going to bring in another red. Let's bring back in Cullen for Grim. And then I think I might keep everybody else the same. Yeah. They don't have any counterattack heroes that I need to worry about bypassing. All right, let's start off with the yellows and blues on the bottom, which I don't have any of, but it'll at least allow me to tile dump when I want to. Or do I want to match the blue diamond on the right? Yeah, let's match that, actually. They've got a couple healers, or rather really 3 healers, so we may as well tile dump against them since we are in bloody battle and our opponent forgot to change their defense. And I have not forgotten once this week yet, at least, that this was bloody battle. I am historical for bringing in healers, which I have not done. Let's hit the green dragon, hit the blue diamond, and then do some tile dumping here. Let's match the 3 reds on the bottom left. I'm going to match the 3 purples on the top right so I can match that red diamond next turn. Nice. And actually, let's do it as a cascade. I'm going to match the 3 yellows on the right first, setting off that cascade of a red diamond. And Skittle Skull's down, and the red diamond actually went off. Kill Grim. Nice. They've only got healers left, which they can't use. And there's no reviving. I don't have to worry about Bold Tusk reviving a bunch of times. And Bold Tusk is dead. Regard's going to be dead in a moment after I get my specials off, or the tiles can kill me. Even better. All right. We are 3 for 3 now. That was definitely the easiest battle I've had this week so far. We are going to go up against another Toon Cyprian tank team. They've also got Glass Wukong. They've got Maleki, Glass Li Zu, and Glass Cademon. I definitely want to bring back in my glass costumes because of Cyprian at the tank position. So let's bring back in Glass Cademon. I'm going to bring in... I think I'm going to bring in my rainbow team, actually. Which will require Grim and Li Zu. Switch this to the glass costume, and then for Gormek back to his glass costume. And let's go into battle with this. This was working out pretty well for me the first couple days when I went up against a ton of Cyprian tank teams. Today was kind of a weird anomaly of not seeing a lot of Cyprian tanks. All right, let's start off with something that's going to give me a cascade. I'm not seeing anything obvious, though. Let's start off with the 3 blues vertically up against Cyprian. Let's try the 3 greens, maybe? Vertically. Alright, let's match the 4 purples. Really getting no cascadings. Alright, got something. Let's hit the blue dragon. Let's match the yellows and purples up top here. Match the 3 greens. I'm gonna hit the purple diamond. Purple dragon. Yeah, it's gonna give me a couple specials. Nice cascading. Although Li Zu is gonna go off and reduce my mana. Even Toon Cyprian, who has a 75% chance to resist, got his mana reduced. That's annoying. Let's use Li Zu. Match this red diamond. Yeah, this is not going to be a good battle. Let's use Cademon on Li Zu, because she's going to continue to be annoying. I've got 10 red tiles on the board, so after we use Gormek, we're going to hit the red diamond to get his special right back, which is why I like to save diamonds when I can. Please stay alive, though. Thank you. All right. Let's see what's going on. And nice. We've got Cyprian and Li Zu both dead. I am going to match this purple diamond now. Stay alive, Cyprian. Ugh. All right. Well... All right, let's match the 3 greens on the left up against Wukong. Cademon's gonna go off, so let's match the 3 purples to set off the cascade of greens underneath. It's gonna give me Cademon. Hopefully he's still alive. Gormek is dead. Not liking this. And Li Zu is dead. Cademon is hanging by a thread. Of course, now I get cascades. And Cademon is dead. I had a bad feeling about that battle after the first 3 or 4 turns where I was getting like 0 cascades, but it is what it is. That's our 3rd loss of the week, so cannot afford another loss. Next battle is going to be up against a regular Cyprian tank team. They've also got 2 Glass Lizus, Glass Gormek, and Glass Grim. I am probably going to keep the same team, especially where they've got the regular Cyprian or the Druid. That's a sorcerer version. Interesting. So the Dispel from Caedmon will actually work on everybody. All right, I'm going to start off with that blue diamond and the yellow tiles over on the right. Nice cascade of yellows and purples and greens. Nice. I was not getting those cascades last battle. All right, let's hit the blue diamond, which is going to give me Grim. Nice cascading. Let's use Grim on... I'm actually less concerned about Cyprian this turn, especially where I'm going to have Caedmon special next turn after I match the green diamond. Let's use Grim on the right side over here, since this one's a little bit weaker already. And let's hit Lizu actually with now let's hit Grim. And then I'm gonna hit the green diamond, which will give me Caedmon right back. Don't set off Lizu. Thank you. In fact, I might kill her now. Yeah. Now I am going to match the 3 purples up top, setting the cascade of greens underneath. Let's use Cyprian. And then let's match these 3 yellows, which will set a cascade of purples directly underneath, and reds. That's going to set off Lizu, though, which is going to reduce everybody's mana. That's annoying. Let's ghost to 3 blues up the middle. Let's ghost the 4 greens, which will give me Caedmon. Let's use that on Grim to kill him so I can just ghost tiles on this side. Stay alive, Gormek, so you can use your special. Nice. Nice cascading, and that probably is going to kill off Gormek. Awesome, and we finished 4-1 on the day today. I am 17-3 on the week. The defense moved up to a B rating and went back down to a C rating. Yeah, I had a bunch of wins in a row here yesterday when I was checking, and I guess we had a bunch of losses in a row. And back down to a C rating. Right now, we are in the top 1% from a ranking perspective. I am ranked 2,332. It's usually about the top 5,000 that I get top 1%. We're very early on in day 4, though, so not sure if that's going to stick through the rest of the day. I'm probably going to need to go 5-0 tomorrow on day 5 in order to secure a top 1% performance. Let me know how your 4-star Bloody Battle raid tournament is going, and that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy or found it helpful. And if you did, hit that like button. Make sure you sub to my channel, and I'll catch you guys next time.